Hey guys, Squdge here. Welcome back to another Squdge craft video. Today I'm really excited to be doing another design team project for the Crafters Castle Challenge blog. I absolutely love this blog. As I've mentioned before, you can go and join every month, submit your designs and get some awesome inspiration. So this time we are working on Halloween and I've been using the AtrsyStamper. This amazing collection. So there's two collections that I've got. This is the first one, Sweet Spirits, and it has these super cute candy wrappers and the little sweets and then the toffee apples along with some really cute sentiments. And then I've also got the fun retro paper collection, and this has such a cool collection of different papers. They're all sort of retro designs and colours. Now I printed out a couple to use. I wasn't sure which I was going to use yet, but there are a wide variety in the pack. You get such good value for money. So I printed off these purple and black ones because you know me. But there is a big selection in the pack, as I've mentioned. You can find the AtrsyStamper on Etsy. I'll put the link to everything as per usual in the description. Okay, so I have decided we're going to make a card with these awesome pieces today. So I have got a card base. This is 5 by 7 inches. It's a pre-made card base. You can obviously make your own. This is just a pre-made one. So I cut that purple chevron down to be just smaller than the card. So I've given myself a very small border. So I cut this down 1/8 of an inch shorter, and then I cut a very big border between the purple chevron and the black diamonds. I wanted to really be able to see that purple paper. What we're going to work on is this top layer. Now you obviously don't need to turn it into a card, but you will need at least 2 layers for this. On your top layer we're going to draw around on the back a line at 1/2 inch from each edge. So you're just going to create a border, like a little frame around the edge. You want to come in about 1/2 inch. You could do more. You don't want to do any less than 1/2 inch because otherwise it will get too flimsy. We are also going to draw a line down the centre of the entire piece. So you will have this sort of block of 8, it looks like, on your element. I've made a template just to show you, because where I do a blue zigzag we are going to cut. So we're going to trim down one side along the bottom and up the other side so that we sort of have that middle section as a flap. We're not going to cut it out, we're only going to cut 3 sides of it, and then we're going to score the other 2 lines. So the line along the top and the line along the middle we are going to score. The one at the top is going to be a valley fold and the one in the centre is going to be a mountain fold. Okay, so I'm now going to use my craft knife. You could use scissors, you could use a trimmer, use whichever works best for you. I just find I can be more precise with the craft knife, but obviously you do you figure out what works best for you. The easiest way I have found to do this is to cut the 2 long sides first. That just gives you a little bit more stability when you are doing the 3rd cut. If you do a look down the side along the bottom, then things tend to move quite a bit when you try and do the 3rd cut. So I've just done the 2 sides and now I'm going to cut along the bottom. And there, as you can see, that centre panel just lifts out. Now we're going to score those 2 lines. The first one's quite easy because it's 1/2 inch. I can line that edge up straight against the edge of my scoreboard and just score between the 2 cut lines on that centre point, on that 1/2 inch point. For the centre point, what I'm going to do is lift the frame section out, then line this up neatly and score along that centre line. As I said earlier, show your design paper up. The first fold at the top is going to be a valley, so we're just going to fold that back to make it a valley fold, and then fold the centre line down to make it a mountain fold. The next thing you're going to need is a strip of about anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1 inch, whatever works best for your sizing. And you're going to score, you want it to be quite long. You're going to score a 1 inch score line. And then we're going to tuck that around the piece we've cut out. So you can see there where it's going to sit. So I'll show you that again. It is going above the frame, but underneath the bit we cut out. And then it's going to fit through that flap and stick on top of the centre point. So I'm going to slide it under, put the glue underneath and just stick that to the top of our piece that our flap that we've cut. And that piece is going to help us make this card movable. So I created a little topper piece with some of those super cute embellishments that came in the kit. So I used the sort of toffee apple, the candy packet and 3 of the sweets with faces on. And I'm just marking with a pencil where the piece ends, because where we folded that flap in half, we are only going to glue this to the bottom half, to the half that already has that little black tab on it. Okay, we don't want to stick it above the score line because otherwise the piece won't move. So I just did a pencil line just so I knew where to put the glue, so it didn't spurt out everywhere. You don't need to do that, you could just put the glue on and do it as you go. I just like to be extra careful that I haven't got glue everywhere. And then we're going to stick this to that flap just on the bottom half. So I'm folding it so that I don't end up sticking anything above that score line. If you do, it just means that your piece won't move and then you sort of lose the entire effect of this card. Once that is done, we are going to put tape on the frame all around the edges. So along the bottom, up the 2 sides and along the top, but don't let it touch that centre pull arm. Don't let it touch that, because if it touches that, then it won't be able to move. So I'm just going to burnish that down. So it's gone along the top, down the sides and all the way along the bottom, just on that external frame. And that is what we're going to stick to our second layer, in my case the purple. I'm going to show you again my tape trick. I've shown it a lot, but I like to do it often just so you guys see it. I peel back the tape a little bit in one corner and then a bit in the opposite corner. That gives me 2 non-sticky corners to manoeuvre. And once I'm happy with placement, I can push the sticky corners down. So as you can see, I can move this around and wiggle it until I'm happy. And then when I'm happy, I just push down in those corners that are sticky. And then I can pull the tape backing out and everything sticks down. Because you've cut that 1/2 inch frame, when you're taking the tape off, take your time because you don't want that frame to twist. Take off that last bit of tape and we are stuck down. And then you'll be able to see how short do you want to cut that arm. But that is going to help your piece move. So that front panel, that flap we cut, is going to bend and sit up like an easel card. Okay, if you have enjoyed this, please give this video a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. It means so much to me and I love you all so very much. Okay, let me show you the finished card. So this is the front of our finished card. We've got the 2 different patterns which I love together, and then the super cute topper using those ephemera pieces from that digital collection. I absolutely love these pieces and they come pre-coloured. Used one of the sentiments inside, and then when we pull up the arm, we create our little easel topper, so that's going to sit up so you can see it from the front. I then added some little glitter enamel dots, a sentiment on the front and a little pack of sweets. So like I said at the start, this is a Crafters Castle Challenge blog design team project using the AtrsyStamper, who can be found on Etsy. All links for the blog and for the Etsy shop will be down in the description. Please also take the time to visit all the other design team members to get lots of Halloween and autumnal inspo. The links will all be in the description as per usual. Thank you very much for spending time with me today, guys. Keep crafting and I'll see you all soon. Bye!